Hello and welcome to our continued coverage of the Rise of the Witch King October 2015 Halloween tournament. I am Phoenix and I'm casting another game here. This is from round 2. This is the first game of round 2 between the two players. Lazarus as Angmar in the bottom right corner and EagleEyes as Elves in the top left corner. Well, probably confused with other names like Akashi-san and Andy because, I don't know. When players have multiple names, it gets confusing sometimes, so I end up saying the wrong name even though it refers to the same player. Anyway, just be prepared for that. Right here we have 2 mills for, actually 3 mills, and okay, we have Hall of the King's Men for Lazarus, which is pretty much the classic start in this situation. He's picked War Chant as his first power, which is an interesting choice considering he's up against Elves, who could very well attempt a Lancer start. Not that I would recommend it against Angmar, but if a Lancer start was attempted, it's certainly useful to save your first power as Angmar and pick Fell Wind and get some Spearmen to kill the Lancers in that situation. But Lazarus is probably assuming his opponent is not foolish enough to attempt a Lancer start in this matchup, so I guess it doesn't really matter, and of course he's right, because EagleEyes here, starting with Lorien Warriors, is sending his first unit through the center by the looks of it. And both players just getting themselves set up. We have Thrall Masters being built. And yep, that's basically what's happening now. This is the map Spooky Fords, which is a modified Fords of Eisen 2, which has white layers instead of warg layers. We have 4 of those. We have a few neutral giant whites. These don't actually attack anybody. And yeah, it's basically reskinned to look a little darker and more Halloween-y. And this is the map that I'm sure we'll see a lot throughout this tournament since it's so similar to the popular favorite, Fords of Eisen 2. Alright, we have the second, actually, Thrallmaster being built. The first Thrallmaster with Gundabad Orcs moving to block this mill, but it looks like EagleEyes changed his mind. He's going to attack from this side instead. We have 2 units now. We have Axe Throwers, Rudar Axe Throwers supporting these Orcs. And EagleEyes meets up with these 2, with the other Lorien Warrior unit. Now he has 2 Lorien Warrior units. Bots them with Rallying Call, giving him a massive advantage here in combat. It doesn't look like Lazarus really wants to take him on, but it looks like this unit's going to fight him. He's going to engage, and meanwhile the other unit manages to get away, and he's probably going to take out a few mills, at least this one, that's for sure. So right off the bat, Lazarus forced on the defensive here. Or perhaps it was his intention to play defensively. I'm not sure. But in any case, his opponent is managing to do a bit of damage. This one Orc unit is certainly not going to beat this one Warrior unit with Rallying Call. But he does need to slow him down, I suppose. And more Lorien Warriors coming in. Half-dead Gundabad Orc unit actually advancing to the left side. And it looks like these Lorien Warriors getting flanked a bit now, coming back. And Lazarus is just going to keep spamming Thrallmasters. He has 2 Hulls of the King's Men right now. His opponent has 1 Barracks. So Lazarus can certainly outspam him, even though his units are weak. Lazarus has 350 maximum command points, 450 for EagleEyes, a slight advantage. Power points pretty much the same level. The 2 powers chosen pretty much the same, just different names and different icons really, but they do the same thing. And here we have Lorien Warrior unit intercepting this Gundabad unit. Bad news for Lazarus, but he's going to try to get away and find some Malorn trees to destroy. We have a second Barracks, Barracks number 2 coming up for EagleEyes. EagleEyes still in Lazarus's base, still trying to do some damage, but he's about to lose his last unit there. And Lazarus managed to get this half-dead Orc unit to a Malorn tree, but it's going to die almost immediately. Another Orc unit trying to find another Malorn tree before it gets destroyed. And soon we're going to see more spam from EagleEyes. It certainly could be a problem for Lazarus. But for now, Lazarus pretty much kicked EagleEyes out of his base. Well, really killed all the units in his base. Except it seems for this one unit, which seems to be hiding in some trees in the bottom right corner. Perhaps Lazarus isn't aware that they're here. They're certainly stealthed right now. Oh wait, he's actually sending 2 units here. Yeah, he definitely knows these units are there, so they're going to die. You know, we have another battle here. War Chant was used on 2 orcs. Looks like one of them is coming after some Lorien archers. The other one is going to take out this Malorn tree. Lazarus managing to do a little bit of damage, it seems. And oh, that one went down fast. I guess the Thrallmaster was killed. This Orc unit retreating. That Thrallmaster at half health. If the Thrallmaster dies, the whole unit dies, which is certainly bad for Lazarus here. And it looks like the Lorien warriors have indeed been killed. And the Orcs are terrified of this white. Definitely an interesting reaction here. And we have another mill being built. Lazarus getting more Thrallmasters out. Moving through the center again. And retreating from the left. EagleEyes moving with 4 battalions by the looks of it. We have 2 archers, 1 pike, 1 swordsman. Of course, Lazarus has no cavalry, so the pikes are not really useful here. But it's a good precautionary measure in case he was secretly planning to get cavalry. So he doesn't lose his units. Here we go. This Malorn tree. A lot of trouble here. And Lazarus building a 3rd Hall of the King's Men. Let's take a look at powers again. And command points 250 out of 500. Command points, War Chant, and 3 more power points to spare. Again, Rallying Call and 3 power points to spare for EagleEyes, and 360 out of 500. Alright, more units being built. Now Lazarus really has quite a few here, and he's going to try to trap EagleEyes before he starts doing too much damage to his base. But it looks like EagleEyes is prepared with Rallying Call. Lazarus is not prepared with War Chant. He can't retaliate with that. He's going to retreat his units to spare their lives. Unfortunately, this will mean he'll lose a mill or 2. But I guess it's better than losing all of those units. They're certainly not in a position to beat these Elven units, which are already strong to begin with, and they're buffed. And this builder is in a bad spot right here. He could go down right now. But it looks like he was mostly ignored, and the builder manages to get away. Another mill goes down, and now Lazarus is going to take on EagleEyes. This is basically still not a good situation for him because Rallying Call is still active, but I guess he's planning on it running out soon. He can't afford to let EagleEyes do too much damage to his base. He is taking quite a few losses here, but so is EagleEyes. Lorien warriors are down. The pikes are going to be even easier to kill. The archers are going to be annoying due to the damage they do, but the axe throwers are great against them. And now it's looking much, much better for Lazarus as he's also sending a couple of units through the center. EagleEyes has a few units of his own here, though. Still no level 2 barracks. We have just 2 level 1 barracks. We have a Mirror of Galadriel being built to heal the units. That's actually an interesting choice if he's going for Mirror of Galadriel. Perhaps he's also planning on going for Lancers soon. And there we go. These units were killed. Lazarus manages to kill that whole army. And we have 2 more units coming after this mill. Both players putting pressure on each other, trying to do as much damage as they can. Right now it looks like Lazarus will lose what he has here in EagleEyes' base. And most of his troops now attacking these 2 troops here who have no chance of survival. 3 Hall of the King's Men. Lots of Thrallmasters versus 2 barracks, which are producing quite a lot of pikes, actually. Where are they producing so many pikes? There aren't really any cavalry yet to worry about. There is no Troll and Wolf Den, so Lazarus cannot build cavalry. Might also be useful for EagleEyes if he invested in something like Farsight, but maybe he wants his 10-point power as quickly as possible. Farsight could be useful to give him warning if his opponent is going for cavalry. You can certainly see his base with it. Now EagleEyes massing all his troops here, lots of them. Oh, and Lazarus coming in from the top right and from the bottom left. And these units might actually go through the center, maybe with these units as support. So Lazarus might be attempting an attack from 3 sides, but all of EagleEyes' army are coming through the center. Even though EagleEyes has a smaller army overall than Lazarus, if they all fight one of these units, they're certainly going to break through. But it looks like they're heading back instead. Where are they going? It looks like they're heading to the left to attack this unit instead. But that allows Lazarus to advance to the center. He's also getting really close from the right side. He's taking out the white lair. And he's about to do quite a bit of damage here. We have a level 2 barracks. We have Mirkwood archers being produced. And these units getting a little close there, but EagleEyes moving all his troops to block them and to do as much damage as possible. Right now, things not looking too well for Lazarus in this situation. He took out the Malantry. Now it looks like he's retreating. He's retreating all his units back to meet with his other army. Does he have War Chant? He does have War Chant. He also has Fell Wind. And this will certainly help him at fighting these troops. And there we go. Now Lazarus definitely has a big advantage. He probably already had a big advantage even before War Chant was used. This will only make things easier because most of EagleEyes' troops went down here instead to kill basically one or two Gunabad worker units. While the majority of Lazarus' army is on the right side and coming in from the center as well. This barracks in a bit of danger here. Look how many units are close to it. Maybe Lazarus hasn't noticed it yet. He's not attacking it just yet. He's going after the Malantry. These two orcs are going to attack from a different side. Always a good idea to split your units up a bit to force your opponent to split his units up. Mirkwood archers are coming in. Here we go. EagleEyes managed to get his whole army here. I feel like if Lazarus targeted the barracks directly, he could have taken it out before these units showed up, perhaps. And we have, that definitely sounded like Elven Cloak to save these archers. And now I guess Lazarus is going to attack this barracks. Not really sure. There we go. Now they're attacking. These archers trying to hide. And now EagleEyes noticing the problem, sending reinforcements. But so is Lazarus. And this might actually go down here. It's at about 50% health now, and there's a lot of units attacking it. Yeah, things are not looking very good. It doesn't look like EagleEyes will have enough time to actually prevent this. And this is bad news. A level 2 barracks, very expensive investment, and he's building a Mirkwood Archer unit. Definitely a good idea to cancel this unit to not lose 800 resources. But it doesn't look like EagleEyes noticed this, and he's about to lose everything here. He's lost his level 2 barracks, and he's lost that Mirkwood Archer unit, the 800 resources invested in it. All these units are down here meanwhile. And Lazarus' units were killed a little bit too late. But they did the damage that they wanted to do. We have actually a green pasture, so we can expect cavalry. So yes, the Mirror of Galadriel was probably to prepare for the green pasture. Oh, we have a Temple of Twilight sorcerers being built. It's being upgraded to level 2 now. That's definitely going to be interesting to see if we have some sorcerers on the field. Elves are, however, rather effective at countering them since they have, well, certainly the Mirkwood archers can shoot them from quite a distance and do a lot of damage. And sorcerers are not very strong to begin with, but if the sorcerers manage to get a few attacks off, they can kill armies. EagleEye seems to be retreating back to his base here. Meanwhile, Lazarus has the level 3 Hall of the King's Men because he has Dark Rangers, and that's certainly going to help him against those Mirkwood archers. Although he has delayed his opponent from getting Mirkwood archers thanks to the level 2 barracks being destroyed. We have Glorfindel on the field, level 1. Just came out of the fortress by the looks of it. He's on foot. He could ride with his lancers, of course, but in this case it looks like he's going to be on foot. And Lazarus is attacking with quite a few Dark Rangers. He actually has an archer advantage over EagleEyes here. And EagleEyes has one Mirkwood Archer battalion, which seems to be in the wrong spot right now. Unless it's, I guess, Elven Cloak is active again. It looks like it. Most of EagleEyes' troops here at his base. I guess he does not want to attack Lazarus just yet. He wants to make sure he has enough troops present. Lazarus attempting to harass a bit with this orc unit. Getting really close to these units, and now it looks like they're going to react. They're not going to tolerate this. The Malantry will go down, however. And it's down, and now these units are getting murdered. Another orc unit sneaking around. They might actually get this builder, if they're lucky. Where are they going? Looks like they're running right past. And oh, the Lancers show up and trample everything. And then we have a Fell Wind used to try to salvage the situation for Lazarus, and he is certainly working because he's doing a lot of damage to these Lancers, but he took heavy casualties there. And now, finally, EagleEye is coming with a lot of troops and then retreating. Okay. Oh, I see. The Sorcerer showed up, and they have Corpse Rain active. Corpse Rain can basically kill a whole army, so I can see why EagleEye is a bit nervous about this. With that said, it might be useful to try to get them with some archers. We have 2 sorcerers with Corpse Rain. 2 sorcerers. Very expensive investment. But one that can certainly pay off. Let's take a look quickly at this situation. 726 out of 925. Almost maxed out his maximum command point limit here for Lazarus. And 28 power points in total used. Whereas we have 23, actually 22, almost 23 pretty much, power points for EagleEyes, and well below where Lazarus is in terms of command points, certainly his max limit, but also the size of his army. And these sorcerers might dramatically lower the size of EagleEyes' army here. Oh, we have Enshrouding Mist, and on top of it we have Frozen Land. That's so we have these units debuffed by Enshrouding Mist, but buffed by Frozen Land, and we have Corpse Rain used on these units, and this is bad news. This is not good for EagleEyes, who we can just see his command points decreasing here. His units are stunned, and they're taking a lot of damage. They're down to less than 400 command points. Not a good situation. His opponent, I think, just gained a lot of power points from that, and he's actually they seem to be. Yeah, EagleEyes is still a bit behind in terms of army size, but it looks like he's more behind in terms of the maximum command point here, maximum command point limit. Looks like Glorfindel retreated slightly to level 3 using his Blade of Purity ability. Now we have level 2 barracks once again under threat. And this sorcerer is going to... I guess it did go down. It looked like it might have escaped. It did not. We actually have hobbits from EagleEyes who actually controls that inn down there. Lazarus will want to attack from the left, the bottom left, to deal with that. Glorfindel leveling up. We have more Lancers coming, and it does not look like Lazarus is going to take out the level 2 barracks once again. This time it manages to survive. We have level 5 Rangers here, and they're going to go down, unfortunately, because of these Lancers. Which are actually retreating because they took quite a bit of damage, but nevertheless, Lazarus is going to lose all his forces here. But he's getting more, and he's getting a Troll Stone Thrower. He has a Dark Iron Forge. He's determined to finish this, and it does look like he's going to win this right now anyway. He probably expanded quite a bit around here. We actually have 2 towers. Interesting. 2 towers defending the top there. His economy must have been doing really well. He actually has the Summon Giants ability. Definitely a very, very useful thing for him. And it does look like he has a massive PowerPoint advantage here over his opponent. Was that Glorfindel? Glorfindel moving in, probably to harass a bit by himself until he spotted those 2 towers and decided to retreat. Anyway, 38 power points here for Lazarus. 600 out of 975 command points. Actually, very similar army size to EagleEyes, but EagleEyes' maximum is a bit below that. And EagleEyes has 29 power points basically in total. So yeah, 38 versus 29, huge difference. Actually, Lazarus managed to do so much damage, especially with that Corpse Rain. And actually, we have Legolas on the field now. Let's see if EagleEyes can turn things around. He has a lot to deal with. That was a nice Hawk Strike, very nice Hawk Strike. But he's massively outnumbered here. He does have a couple of Mirkwood Archers. They can be very useful. But again, we have the Sorcerer with Corpse Rain, and we have Troll Stone Thrower. A huge army moving in here. This is not good for EagleEyes. He's retreating. He doesn't want to deal with this. He might have to spread out his troops a bit because of the Corpse Rain. At least his archers. He's certainly afraid of being hit by that again. Oh, we have an arrow volley. Lazarus moves out of the way just in time, but forces his units to spread out by doing so. The Fortress actually took a huge amount of damage from the Giant Summon here and from the Troll Stone Throwers. This might actually go down right now. We have Corpse Rain, and oh, we have Fell Wind on top of it to make sure those units cannot possibly get away. And they're dead, and this is it. Lazarus could decide the game right here. The Fortress is about to go down. It will go down. It is down. We have one barracks that is basically less than half health, and we have a green pasture, and this is it. This is not something EagleEyes will recover from. One giant is down. We still have 2 Troll Stone Throwers. This is a level 3 Malorn tree that's about to go down. Another level 3's back there. There goes the other giant. And there we go. The barracks is down too. disastrous situation for EagleEyes, although Lazarus doesn't really have much left. And it looks like this is going to go down now, the Troll Stone Thrower. There's one more left. And it's going to go down shortly. But this is not something that EagleEyes is going to recover from. He has a builder. He's actually spamming a lot of hobbits by the looks of it. One of his few options right now. And already Lazarus coming with reinforcements. Now working on upgrading his Dark Iron Forge to get some upgrades. And the Hobbit reinforcements are here to desperately try to fight back. It's not really going to go too well for them. A Troll Stone Thrower getting a bit close to them, though. And everybody's after Glorfindel, who is escaping right now. But now Legolas in a very bad situation. He's also going to have to run away. And definitely does not look like EagleEyes can do very much here. Legolas is determined to get a couple shots off, though. We have... Oh, the fortress being rebuilt very quickly here. Looks like EagleEyes had quite a lot of money. But he's going to have a hard time recovering here. It just does not seem like something that will happen. Although it doesn't really look like Lazarus is putting a huge amount of pressure either. We have a lot of units just sitting there. And we are starting to see Lazarus move west here. He's going to want to take out all these Malorn trees and this inn. Because right now it's certainly helping EagleEyes a lot in terms of his economy by controlling that left side. And I'm not sure why Lazarus slowed down here. He's not really putting as much pressure as one would expect. He has 1,000 maximum command points, but a lot of units that need to be rebuilt. EagleEyes almost done his fortress here. I wonder how charged some of his powers are. EagleEyes does not have a 15-point power yet. Lazarus certainly does, and he's used it to great effect. And this white layer is going to be ignored as Lazarus wants to move really quickly here to stop these units, which I guess are here to stop this tower from being built, and they succeeded. Legolas sniping units again in aggressive stance here. Bit dangerous. Oh, that's a bad spot to be in an aggressive stance. And oh, it doesn't look at all like he's going to escape this. Yep, he's going to die here unless... Oh, we have a heal. The heal certainly saved him. Oh no, we don't. We have a fell wind and he's dead. Great reaction by Lazarus there. He was not going to let that hero escape. Legolas is extremely expensive. 2,500 resources here. It's definitely not good news for EagleEyes. It does look like Glorfindel here had to run away as well. And we have an Entmoot, which was actually built. We have 2 barracks now. EagleEyes actually recovering thanks to the brief pause there in the hostilities.
I am the Fist of Angmar.
And I was ready to call the game for Lazarus, but I guess it's not quite ready yet. Lots of Lancers moving down here with Glorfindel. And another Troll Stone Thrower, 2 of them actually. More units being built. Still lots of Thrallmasters and Dark Rangers. Lancers are going to retreat now. But Lazarus has taken the bottom left, destroying all the Malorn trees in this area. I wonder what effect this will have. We have 800 command points out of 1,000 for Lazarus. His opponent is 487 out of 825, and it's slowly going to be whittled down as Lazarus takes over more of the map here. He's going to have to retaliate quickly. And most of his powers are not even close to being charged here. He has 10 points. He needs another 5 for his 15-point power. Meanwhile, Lazarus needs 6 for his 25-point power. So this will definitely be an uphill battle for EagleEyes. He certainly does not have the advantage right now, even though he has been recovering quite well. But he could change things. There are a lot of factors to determine who wins games, of course. And we have another Sorcerer of Corpse Rain. I wonder if we have a level 3. We don't have a level 3 Temple of Twilight yet, so no Well of Souls. But Corpse Rain is doing the job very well anyway. A few small skirmishes as Lazarus tries to do a little bit of damage. But mostly he's just trying to control the map. We've got towers here. We still have these towers here. It's a very interesting strategy. Lazarus just sort of taking over larger and larger chunks of the map, controlling those areas carefully. And in the middle, of course, he has a giant army, forcing EagleEyes back. This is key to winning any game, is gaining map control. No one should underestimate this. You want to spam resource buildings and anything you can to protect the areas of the map that you take. Because if your opponent can't expand because you control most of the map, that means he gets a smaller army, and the army is produced a lot more slowly thanks to his weaker economy. So absolutely worth doing that. It's also a good idea to try to get units to take out as many of these level 3 resource buildings as you can. Right now, EagleEyes has 2 of them, 1 level 2. He has Nolders on the field as well, by the way. Looks like they were targeting, they probably wanted to target these sorcerers. They're going to retreat. Another unit of Nolders. Now Mirkwood Archers being produced. Quite a lot of units here for Lazarus. That Troll Stone Thrower got a little close. And this Ant fighting back. Now these Lancers are trying to find an opening here. They might get one. Actually, it doesn't look like... Okay, they stopped there. I'm not sure if they're going to attack Lazarus, or if they're actually going to try to take out his units here. It's probably a better idea to do something about these units, but there are pikes everywhere. That's the problem. However, EagleEyes managed to get an eagle summon in here. One of the eagles is about to die, though. The other eagle still alive, but taking heavy damage very quickly. Definitely useful, weakening Lazarus' influence here. And there we go. The eagle is down. Lazarus survives this, but does not have a lot left now. Oh, we have the Shade of the Wolf, and I think it did kill. Those Lancers were moving away, but they did get mostly murdered here. And this is a disaster for EagleEyes, who again has a weaker economy thanks to losing so many Malentries. He's about to lose his level 3 barracks and lost most of his army here. Lazarus preparing already his next army. I can see his base down. There's a lot of red there. The level 3 barracks is down. EagleEye is not in a position to produce any elite archers. This is not good for him. Meanwhile, Lazarus can certainly spam rangers. And that gives Lazarus a huge advantage. This level 3 Malentry is about to go down, so that's another level 3 Malentry down for the count. Glorfindel sent flying through the air, amazingly holding on to his horse like a boss, really. And he took a lot of damage from that attack there. The Call of the Pack is actually going to retreat. He's going to use Heal. And the Green Pasture is also down. Shade of the Wolf does not have a lot of time left. Sends Glorfindel flying once again. He looks like he's determined to kill Glorfindel here. Did quite a lot of damage too. He might be able to pull it off. It's actually annoying though that Glorfindel keeps getting thrown away though, since it slows down the time that the Shade can actually kill it. And Glorfindel is sent flying into the abyss there in the black area outside of the edge of the map as he goes down and is killed. And this at this point, Lazarus is just finishing things off once again. EagleEyes' fortress in massive trouble. We have 2 upgraded Trollstone Throwers and now 2 giants. Oh, we have that's Arrow Volley. It doesn't look like Lazarus reacted to that. Legolas determined to kill these mountain giants. He's not going to be fast enough, though. I'm quite sure about that. He's barely gonna kill 1 giant by the time his fortress goes down. Actually, his fortress went down before even the giant. And once again, terrible situation for EagleEyes. Does he have 5,000 resources this time? He actually does. He does have 5,000 resources. But I just don't see him getting a chance to rebuild his fortress. More units coming in now. This barracks is about to be finished off. And EagleEyes surrenders. He probably, I guess he probably left the game at this point. And yes, the game is over. It was a fairly lengthy one and a very interesting one. Definitely fun to see there. And so game 1 of round 2 between Lazarus and EagleEyes goes to Lazarus. So they'll play a second game now. If Lazarus wins, he advances to the next round. If he loses, then they play a third game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I will see you guys next time.